What is going on, everybody? We said we were going to go live at 5 o'clock to pick the prize winner for the 10,000 subscribers. I will start this video off by saying that if we hit 50 people while we're live, if we get 50 viewers during this video at any given time, I'll pick a second winner. We had 239 people commented on the 10,000 subscribers video. 239. That is a really good turnout. I did not expect that many people to comment on that post. Definitely surprised me, caught me off guard. But we got the box right here with all 239 names in there. My sister put it together today. She literally went through every one of the 239 people that commented on that video and put everybody's name on a small piece of paper. Real tiny little piece of paper in there. There's a ton of names in there. 239 of them to be exact. So like I said, we're gonna pick one of the names out of there. We don't know who it is yet, but somebody's gonna win a prize pack from us. We do have some large size shirts, like 2XL, 3XL shirts to give away. We've got some lanyards, we got glass cleaner, we got products. It was crazy. We had a lot of people ask for a lot of different things. So if it's one of the people that asked for some products, we're probably going to give away some polishing products as well. But like I said, if we hit 50 people while we're live here at any given time, we'll pick a second winner as well. We had some pretty cool gift ideas. Some people wanted me to give away a day of training. Some people also said respirators, shirts and hoodies, free polish on their trucks. A lot of people were asking for products. Some people wanted the hat, the beanies that I wear, the Evans Detailing and Polishing beanies. Some people wanted polished cups. There's a lot of really good comments in there. One guy even asked for a box of white wheels, so that was pretty impressive. I was actually pretty impressed with that. I want to say thanks to everybody that's stopping by and watching not just these live videos, but stopping by and watching our YouTube videos and commenting and liking and subscribing. That stuff means a lot to us. We got some big news coming up here real soon. So we've been trying to, how's it going, Ruben? We've been trying to push this as hard as possible because we've got some real big news coming out soon. We purchased a new big machine that I'm really excited to announce when it gets here. We're going to do some cool stuff with it. And we've also got some other stuff going on in the works that we're really looking forward to promoting with everybody. How's it going, TJ? Good afternoon to you as well. So we're really looking forward to that. Felix, thank you for the congrats on the 10K. I really appreciate that. Since we hit 10K, I think we jumped up 50 more subscribers in 2 days. So I'm really excited and thankful for all of you guys. But yeah, some of our new videos are, like I said, getting a lot of traction, and really, really thankful for that. Kenneth Gross says, good evening from Louisiana. Glad you stopped by. Like I said earlier in the video, we had 239 comments on the 10,000 subscribers video. TJ's from South Carolina. That 239 comments, every one of those people that commented on that video got put into this box for a chance to win. If we manage to hit 50 viewers on this live video, I will pick a second winner. So find your friends, call your friends, tell them to hop on this live video. And if we hit 50, we'll give away a second one. If we manage to hit 100 for some odd reason, I doubt it. I've never had 100 live viewers during a video. But if we manage to get to 100, I'll do 3 extra picks. I don't foresee that happening. We've just never gotten that far. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna get this one picked here. We'll give it like another minute or two for people to hop in. Congrats on the 10K. Big fan from all your vids. Just saying hi from Missouri. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Congrats on 10K. Looking forward to coming the end of February to take your training. Dude, we're really looking forward to having you as well. I got to say, I'm thankful that you always reply to the little dogs like me. I try to reply to everybody. When I was coming up, nobody wanted to help me with anything. So, yeah, I'm glad to help out. Missouri there too. I was just watching a video and seeing you were live. That's awesome. I'm glad you stopped in. Sorry about that. My wife just called. I had to decline her call so that I could do this live video. Yep, that's how I live my life, on the edge. That's just how it is. But like I said, we got exactly 1 minute here, and I'll pick the first winner. And like I said, if we start getting close to 50 viewers live, we'll jump into that. But for the next 45 seconds, I'll answer some questions if anybody's got some questions. As you can see, I've been polishing today. I put together a new video on how to polish a steer wheel on a truck. I'll get that edited up. Like I said, we got videos coming out every 3 days. So got some cool new videos coming out. Another video that we just did yesterday was how to sand and polish out a vintage motorcycle frame. Gonna be working on that as well. I'll get that video edited and put together. Some of the new videos we got, we did some product testing with some new products. Put that out there too. Guy says it's been a long journey. Good to see you hit 10K. Congrats. Hope to make it to your shop. I hope you guys do too. What brand is the new machine? Honestly, the new machine is going to be something that nobody really expected, because it's going to be something I got to be clean to run. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've been talking about doing an abrasives video. I want to break down the different abrasives that I've come across over the years and what the differences are between them. So I'm gonna try to put a video together on what my findings are on the different abrasives. Can you use Black Rouge on aluminum rims? Yes, you can. I don't recommend it, but you can. Who taught you how to detail? Did you have a mentor? For the first, hey, Roadrunner from Ohio. For the first 10 years, maybe 12 years, nobody really wanted to talk to me. Nobody would tell me anything. So for the first 12 years, it was just me. Nobody gave me anything. I had to learn it all by myself. After those first 12 years, I met a few polishers. A few people helped me out. A few people led me in the wrong direction on purpose, and it helped me grow. So I'm grateful that they kind of led me in the wrong direction, because I learned a lot. Ruben says, hey, Evan, is $350 a good price? This guy wants me to polish everything on his Mack truck, my first big truck. I charge by the piece. I don't charge by the truck at all. Charging by the truck doesn't really make sense to me. I charge by the piece. Yeah, I charge by the piece. So depending on how rough it is and depending on how nice they want it to be, I don't really charge by the piece or by the whole truck. I charge by the piece. Every truck is completely different, but that's just the way it is. So for the 28 people that are watching right now, if I can ask you guys just to give that like a click, it'll help this video out quite a bit. And actually, I think Felix just mentioned that. Yeah, he sure did. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Felix. John says, then what is the Black Rouge used for? For me, the Black Rouge is for stainless. That's where it's designed for. It holds up to the higher heat. It does a lot of that stuff. So it's designed for stainless. That's what it's designed for. It will work on aluminum because it does have abrasive in it, and aluminum just needs some abrasive. But it performs far better on stainless than it will on aluminum, and it doesn't have as much sealants, so it won't really seal the aluminum up to protect it, because stainless doesn't need a protectant at all. So 22 Stillwater's the same here. A lot of secrets. LOL, love your videos. This is Dutch from PA. I appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, there's a lot of secrets out there cruising across my channel. I don't hold a lot of secrets back. I put a lot of my stuff out there, and I just hope it comes back tenfold. I watch a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk stuff, and he always says just put out content and it'll come back someday in the future. It's kind of like a karma thing, and I believe in that. Like, you guys watching the video don't pay me to do these videos, but I enjoy doing them and watching you guys learn. And you know, if some of you buy product from me, that's even better. But that's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. I can't change that. It's just the way it is. John69 said, just want to thank you. I've learned a lot from watching your videos. I appreciate that. Andrew James says, congrats on 10K. What's the best hand polish you ever used? Honestly, this stuff really caught me off guard. This M-Gloss by Lumai. The Polish guys were just here not too long ago. And actually, there will be a product review of this up on my YouTube channel soon. They hand polished over 600 grit. Really caught me off guard. I had never seen a hand polish work like that before. But you'll see some cool hand polishes reviews coming out soon. I'll be reviewing a bunch of different products. We're going to try to diversify our business a little bit, and especially our YouTube channel. We're going to kind of diversify it a little bit. So, 22 Stillwater says, secrets from my local guys. Yeah, no, 100%. I get it. Like, a lot of my local guys still won't tell anybody what products they're using because they're afraid somebody else is going to figure out how to do what they do. So, just is the way it is. Corey Sandness says, hey, I haven't received the products I ordered. I'm excited to try them. I'm glad you got them. I hope you have good luck with them. I know you're going to enjoy them as much as I do. Minnesota Picker 600. TJ, thank you for all your help on that 05 Pete. I still haven't worked the nerve to do the grill low. Nah, you'll figure it out, buddy. You'll get it. It's not that bad. I try to catch your videos when you post them. They've been extremely helpful. Thanks. I see we're getting close to 30 viewers while we're live here. Like I said, if we get to 50, I'm going to pick a second winner. Daniel Harding says, love the channel, mate. Got a lot of helpful tips. I appreciate it. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. I told you guys it'd be 1 minute before I picked one. So I'm going to pick one here. We're a little past that minute already. And then we'll hang out for a little bit and answer some questions. And if we get up close to 50, we'll do a second pick here. But I'm going to try to stir these up a little bit. I do want to let you guys know we've got some exciting news. We're going to move forward with the podcast that we've been talking about. We're going to start a Polishers Corner podcast. We're going to try to feature other polishers and detailers, not just my franchise guys, but we want to do all kinds of people. So if you are a polisher or detailer, my phone number is 920-979-0386. My phone number is 920-979-0386. If you would like to be involved in our, for now, the best name I have for it is Anything But Knobs Polishers Corner. So if you got a better name for the Polishers Corner podcast, drop it in the comments below. But as of right now, I'm going to call it Anything But Knobs Polishers Corner. We're going to feature other polishers, other new polishers, old polishers. I don't care if you've been polishing for a year or you've been polishing for 30 years. I'd like to get a very diverse crowd involved in talking on this podcast. I'll get you guys some extra media, some marketing. We'll market it on my page, Metal Polisher 3826. We'll also market it through the podcast. And we'll get your name out there. And we'll talk polishing or detailing. We'll talk about products. We'll talk about your company. We'll talk about our company. Nothing's really off limits with the podcast. I see a couple names slipped underneath the bottom of the box here, trying to work its way out the bottom. So let me just straighten these out. get these all set back up. There we go. Holy cow. There's 230 pieces of paper in here. All right, they're all back in there. And there's definitely 239 names on there. Make sure I don't have any sitting in my lap here. Oh, a couple of them are jumping out here. Get them back in. But yes, text me your name and your phone number and what your business is called so that I can find you on Instagram. And yeah, if you'd like to be involved in the podcast, I think we're going to start our first issue of the podcast either later this week or early next week. We're going to do a couple of my franchise guys so we can kind of get a good feel for how the show is going to go down. And then from there, we'll start adding in other guys. And I'm not sure if it'll be an every week deal or if it'll be an every other week deal. Sometimes during the summer, I don't have a whole lot of time left over. So I think we'll do it that way. So ready, we're going to pick the first one here. And try not to look. No names poking out the bottom. I'm going to make sure I grab one here. Oh, look at that. I have no idea who this one is. Tyson Hamilton. Tyson Hamilton is our first winner. Like I said, if we start getting close to 50 viewers on this, we'll pick one more. We're up to 36 right now, so we only got 14 to go. If you're one of the 36 watching this, hit that like button. We got 19 likes right now. That's doing pretty good, but we can help that algorithm out a little more. Tyson Hamilton is the winner. He's going to win the prize pack. I don't know. I don't see his name directly on this list of what he wanted to win, but that doesn't mean it's not on here. I will still have Ellen search that in the morning and see if he's on here maybe. And we'll get him a prize pack. Wow, a subscriber all the way from Malaysia. That's crazy. That's awesome. Have I ever chatted with Dennis from DC Supershine? Yes, I have. I've been friends with Dennis for a number of years. I used to talk to him a lot back in the day. As I got bigger, I didn't really have a whole lot of time to sit and talk with everybody. But yeah, I still know Dennis is a great guy. He puts out good quality content as well. I see a few people leaving, but a few people are still popping in, so we'll still hang out. Tyson Hamilton was the winner. He's going to win the prize pack. But doesn't mean we won't do a second winner. If this thing gets up close to 50 live viewers, we'll take a shot at it. Am I friends with the guys from Texas, from Zephyrs? I was friends with them years back. I still talk to him now. I don't know if he'd classify us as friends. We're friendly for sure. And we still talk every time we see each other. But we're not calling each other on our birthdays to see how we're doing. So it just is what it is. I was in the thick of the polish wars for a number of years. I was on the Renegade team. They were on the Zephyr team, and everybody knows how that blew up and blew out of control. But now that we're not that way anymore, and we're on our own, doing our own thing, we kind of have stepped out of all the drama. It's nice to not have all that drama falling behind us. Bodiasi says, have you ever polished rails on the trailer that were partially painted? I have, and I absolutely hate polishing over painted rails. Stripping paint, a lot of times they sand it and sandblast it and self-etching primer it, and it just sucks. I absolutely hate trying to polish over that, because that self-etching primer is just nasty stuff. Preston, no, I'm not. We actually separated back in June. August, we separated completely. Just is what it is. We went on different paths, and just is the way it is. So I got nothing ill to say about anybody. It just is the way it is. Half painted, half polished. I'm not sure what you mean by half painted, half polished. Like the top part's painted, the bottom half polished. Like you can just tape that off and polish it then. No big deal. Somebody just asked me about the Sinister polish. Sinister makes a great product. I don't use it myself, but I'm not saying he doesn't put out a good product. I do see that Minnesota Picker. We are up to 40 people. If we get 10 more, we'll pick another name out of here. As we said, the first winner got picked. It's Tyson Hamilton. We'll comment to him on the YouTube post about 10,000 subscribers. So that'll be great. Hopefully he mentions us back so we can figure out where he lives. Devario Moon says, hey, haven't I used your two-step kit on my wheels on my trash truck? Can I just use the green bar with the yellow to rebuff or polish wheels again? That is a great question. Actually, no. I always recommend cutting. You can use the yellow wheel to cut and a white wheel to color. Now that you have it nice, it'll be nice to maintain. But I do not ever recommend just coloring. It should always be cut. It should never be just colored. The cut definitely helps make it that much nicer. Just coloring usually doesn't work out all that well. So, Josh Mason says, I live a couple blocks away from you. Right here in Chilton. That's crazy. That's awesome. I'm glad you're watching this because I'm in my office right now. So, we're up to 40 live viewers right now. Like I said, if we hit 10 more, we'll definitely pick one more name. But I think what we're going to start doing is, on top of doing the podcast, since these live videos have been doing really well here on YouTube, I think I'm going to alternate weeks. I'll do a live video every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. I'll do a live video here either on YouTube or Instagram. I think that was Corey Thompson just chimed in. Hey, buddy, give me a call when you got some free time. I will call you as soon as I'm done with this live video, actually. Yeah, I will do that. But yeah, we're going to, on top of the podcast, we want to start engaging more in live videos. My Instagram is metalpolisher3826. That's Jake's cage. It's metalpolisher3826. We want to start engaging more with people. I think the podcast is really going to help people get their names out there a little better. I also think these live videos do seem to help a lot of people get questions out that they wouldn't normally ask me in a public setting. So I've met so many people that just said they didn't want to hit me up at a show because they saw I was busy and didn't want to bother me. And I feel like these live videos have been a good outlet for a lot of those people to hit me up with the questions that they were meaning to ask me at a show but just didn't. So, yeah, we'll start doing these live videos, and I'll just alternate them every other week. I'll do every Wednesday night, let's say 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, because then it's only 9 o'clock Eastern Time and 6 o'clock Western Time. So we can hit everybody so they're not in the middle of dinner and not at bedtime. So we'll try to get everybody at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time every Wednesday night. I doubt I'm going to start it this Wednesday, but let's start it next week Wednesday. 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, we'll start the videos, and we'll do it every week and see how it goes. If we get a good response, we'll stay doing it. If nobody's watching them, forget it. We'll toss it, but we'll see how well it goes. Montana Lynn says, hey man, loved your class. I'm putting everything I learned to good use. Put out some good stuff. That's awesome. Actually, Montana caught on really quick. He was a very quick learner here in our class. Super glad that it's working out now that you're home. It's cool to see. Ruben Dominguez says, really appreciate the fact you don't think you're too good for people that are just trying to get tips, man. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever feel that way. Because I still remember what it was like when I started polishing. And I remember how much it sucked when I asked older polishers to help me out and help me learn. I just hated it, trying to learn everything myself. I mean, it's made me a better polisher, but at the same time, Like, it took me 20 years to get here where I'm at right now. And I've taught some people that have only been polishing a year, and I feel like some of them are polishing as good as I am after 20 years. And even some of the people that have come through my building that have worked for me, like, I've taught some of them to polish better than me in a year. And it took me 20 years to figure it out. Like, kind of jealous to that to some extent. Like, I'm giving you guys 20 years worth of knowledge in just a few minutes in my YouTube videos every week. Especially if you come through and take my 3-day training course, I literally dump 20 years of knowledge into you in a 3-day training course. For those of you that are taking the 2-day training course, I can't teach you everything in 2 days. I try. But in a 3-day training course, I get literally 20 years worth of information dumped into you. And then, of course, Montana knows, like, I teach you everything in 3 days, and then you got to go home and just do it repetitiously. For me, it took 20 years and polishing thousands and thousands and thousands of trucks to get to the level I'm at right now. And even then, I still learn something new every day. Seems like every time I try something new, I learn something new. Rashad Smith says, I agree, Ruben. Shout out to TJ for introducing me. I appreciate you guys recommending our channel to everybody too. That really means a lot, that everybody's got their friends coming to our channel to watch the videos and stuff. And even like some of my customers have their cousins and family and relatives and stuff coming to check out our videos. I think that's super cool. Jake's Cage says, we're very grateful. Thank you, Evan. I appreciate you as well. T-Peck says, any updates on the green buff? We have the green buff live on GoShineOn.com /shop. The green buff is replacing the pink buff. We found it's getting us better results, so we're replacing the pink buff with the green buff. Davario Moon says, will your products and your wheels fit the Zephyr safety flanges? Yes, they will. If you buy the buffs with center plates, they will work with the Zephyr safety flanges. We have used them in the past, years and years back, but they will work. Can you give me some tips on buffing an aluminum dump trailer? I'll tell you what, 359 truck, and if you figure it out, you give me some tips. For me, it's just a ton of buffing and a ton of working the angles, and it's just the way it is. Like, there's just a ton of work in buffing an aluminum dump trailer. I think the next dump trailer that I get through the shop, I'll do a video on how I polish it. And the next fuel tanker that comes through, I'll do a video on that as well, because everybody keeps asking. So I'll try to put that out as well. But back to Ruben Dominguez's thing, I don't think I'll ever feel like I'm too good for everybody. I'm glad to help out. If you guys saw my inbox every day, between emails, DMs, Facebook messages, phone calls, text messages, like all those things combined, I'm on the phone all day long. I wish everybody could come here and see how I do what I do, because it's amazing that we still get any polishing done with as much as I'm helping everybody else out as well. Honestly, I started this YouTube channel because I was burnt out at one point in time. I needed videos for some people to go to so they could go, that's what he was talking about. TJ says, I'm proud of you and your success as a metal polisher. I'm hoping to get to your shop for a class soon. You are more than welcome anytime. Holy cow, a ton of comments here. You can try to get through some of these. Josh Mason says, what does it cost to take your class? My class is $500 a day per person. It's very one-on-one. It's very individualized. We do offer the class. All the materials are covered. You will use our grinders. The only thing I recommend is that you bring a respirator or buy a respirator from us. It's just for safety purposes and for our insurance. But it's $500 a day per person. I recommend 2 to 3 days. 3 days is ideal. 2 days is minimum. I don't like doing one-day classes because they're rushed, and I don't feel like too many people retain what they want unless you've been polishing for like 15 to 20 years. Then a single day course is perfectly fine. I've had a lot of older polishers come through and only spend a day and they were just fine. But a lot of new guys require 2 to 3 days. Like, just getting through the pressure and technique on a fuel tank takes me almost a day to get most people to where I think they should be. And then from there, it just goes on. Ruben said, I even asked a buddy of mine, and when it comes down to it, not many people want to get you any tips and tricks. That's a true story. Even now that I've been polishing for 20 years, there's still some people that won't tell me what it is that they do. Just a heads up, I saw that our live viewers got up to 45 for a second there. If we get a little closer to 50, we will for sure draw a second name out of this box. For those of you that just joined, click that like button if you could. Subscribe, that'd be awesome. We still got 67% of our viewers are not subscribed. Jeffrey Schmidt said, Evan, love your videos, doing an Airstream. I'm a little intimidated. Listen, I've done every Airstream size available, all the way from Bambi all the way up to the biggest ones, and every one of them sucked. Like, not a single one of them was fun. They look cool when they're done, but they're absolutely suck. They're a pain. They're intimidating for even some of the best polishers out there. Would you suggest the airway buffs for a bench buffer? You can, as long as it's not a huge bench buffer. For huge bench buffers, you'll need bigger diameter arbor holes for those, so you can do that. T-Pex said, I thought the green was going to replace the yellow. You can use the green to replace the yellow as well. I have been using it here in the shop to replace the yellow. But it technically for me in the shop is going to replace the pink. I probably might also replace the yellow with it, but as you guys know, I like to keep my buffs separate so that we don't cross-contaminate. But that's just where we're at. So we'll see. Some people are going to use it to replace yellow. Some people are going to use it to replace pink. It's a great alternative for both. And I find that we're getting great results with it. So keep up the good work. Stay humble. I'm on it, Devario. We're going to try to do that all the time, every time. TJ said, I saw your video polishing Donk Master's Donk at SEMA. Dude, that was like bucket list stuff for me. I'm a huge Donk fan. I actually have a Donk myself. I've always loved the Donk culture. The big wheels on old cars. I just always thought that was cool. So I own one myself. I own an Oldsmobile 2-door, and it's got 26s on the back and 24s on the front, or yeah, 26 and 24s. And getting to polish for Donk Master. Shout out to Ty for making that happen out at SEMA. He happened to bump into Donk Master, and his car needed to get buffed in the worst way. He had it painted, but it needed to get buffed out to look like it should be for at SEMA. And we walked over there and offered our services, and he hit us up for it for sure. So it was awesome to get to do that, and he gave us some promos. So super thankful for that. Minnesota Picker says, Felix, I have used them on big industrial buffing machines. They work good, stack 3 to 4 deep. That's exactly right. Devario Moon said, I wish you lived out here in Oxnard, California. Listen, I love to visit California. I could never live in California. California is just too busy for me. If you've ever been to Chilton, Wisconsin, or Wisconsin at all, it's such an easier way of life out here. Like, there's no drama, no bullshit here. Like, I absolutely love it. Minnesota Picker uses 14-inch buffs on his stand-up lathe. And Casey Hauser also said the class is well worth it. Highly recommend it. And honestly, Casey stops out once a year just for a refresher and to hang out. And we love spending time with them. After you do... Shalib Santos says, are all smokestacks chrome or can some be polished? Some are stainless, and those can be polished. The chrome ones, I don't recommend polishing them because chrome is a coating. It's applied to either steel or stainless steel. And if you buff chrome, a lot of times it wrecks it. So I don't recommend that, but not all stacks are chrome. Some are actually stainless steel. But yeah, once you come do our training course one time, to come back for a refresher and just come hang out. Like, if you want to come hang out and polish in my shop and just get a refresher every year or every other year, I don't charge for refreshers, especially if you're working with me and hanging out. Like, I charge you for your first class, and that's it. Like, if you want to just come hang out after that and do some polishing, anybody's welcome in my shop anytime. As long as you bring your polishing safety gear, we're good. Like, you can come hang out. And as long as you're a decent human being, because I'm not letting dicks back in the shop. It's just how it is. It's just good times. Good times. at one point in time, I saw we were up to 46 viewers while we were live here. So if we can, like I said, if we get a little closer to 50, I'll pick one more winner. We got 238 more names in that box right there. So if we get up closer to that 50, I'm not going to say if we come short, because I want to see us hit that 50. But everybody that's watching right now, hit that like button. Hitting that like button means we're going to push this further up in the algorithm, and we might get a chance to get more than 50. Do you get a big discount with you than with Renegade? We do have a coupon right now for any orders over 200, but Renegade being the manufacturer, they can always sell to you cheaper than I can. So I don't know what their current sales are. Like we said earlier in the video, we're not with Renegade anymore. So I'm not into their inner circle to know what their sales currently are. James Cage, I appreciate you sharing that. That's freaking huge, bud. You said he just shared it to his Facebook, so we're hoping to get 50 viewers here. Because if we can get to 50, we'll pick a second name here. But give me 1 second here. I'm trying to bring up the coupons. I think it's hashtag get your shine on for any orders over 200 gets 15% off the order. Plus a lot of our liquids right now. We're running a closeout sale on a bunch of the Renegade products. A bunch of those are 20 to 30% off right now. A bunch of the liquids are. So if you go to GoShineOn.com/shop, a lot of the liquids are 20 to 30% off. So you don't even need a coupon for those. Those are just straight 20 to 30% off. So yeah, we got a bunch of those on steep, heavy discount right now. 20 to 30% on some of those is well below MSRP, well below a lot of the sale pricing that everybody runs. But yeah, just is the way it is. So use coupon code hashtag get your shine on if you're putting an order in over 200. Let me just double check that and make sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's hashtag get your shine on, gets you an additional 10% off an order of 200 or more. Casey says, thanks for replying yesterday with my badly pitted wheels. I'm glad to help. As everybody knows, I try to always message everybody back. Mickey Mouse chromed custom ornament. It doesn't even make sense. Corey Thompson says, always buys from me, got to support small business. And I appreciate that. That really means a lot. Oh, custom hood ornament. Not sure what you're getting at, Sheehan, but I like it. I like where you're at. Mickey Mouse custom hood ornament. We're getting down to 30 here. We're getting low. Have you ever polished aluminum bed rails on a tow truck? Actually, we've done a lot. We've done aluminum bed rails on a tow truck. We've done stainless steel bed rails on a tow truck. We've actually polished a lot of those. One of my good friends, Mike Coyne from Jeeps Auto Body in North Fond du Lac. We polish out theirs all the time. Great people over there. And tow truck rails are pretty popular up here. We got a lot of little tow trucks and roll-offs up here that we polish the beds on. Ruben Dominguez says, hey, Evan, what do you think about the White Diamond products? Actually, I used a lot of White Diamond products back in the day. I only ever really used them on diamond plate. It helped get the compound off around the diamonds. And being a little more watery, it was easier to use for diamond plate and easier to put on, easier to take off. But since then, we haven't really used it a whole lot. White Diamond did send me a care package here just lately. They sent me a couple bottles of hand polish and I think some of their wax and some of their metal polishing wipes. We played around with those. We'll actually be putting out a product review of that as well on our YouTube channel. Like I said, you're going to see us reviewing a lot of different products from a lot of different companies. A lot of companies have been hitting us up over the years. I feel like I've been doing the industry a disjustice by not showing more of other products on our channel. We should have been not just promoting products, but, you know, helping people understand other people's products as well, so that, you know, if you're not using the same products as us, you can still use whatever products you like. Our training course, I'll train you on whatever products you want. If you want to bring your own products so that we use the kind that you use, we can do that. I also have a bunch of different products from a bunch of different companies. Actually, a few years back, I had a couple customers that were using Zephyr, and when I went in to train their companies, I trained them using Zephyr. Now, of course, for years, I personally used the Renegade stuff, but they wanted me to train their people using the Zephyr stuff because they wanted to stick with that company, and I have no issues with that. I'll train anybody with any products. I'm not biased on how I train. Teaching is teaching. I don't feel like when you go to college, the teachers make you use certain stuff. If you're going to college, you're going to learn. It's not so much about the product as it is the process. So when I teach people, I'll teach you with any products, anytime, and we just work on the process. Josh Mason says, I'm going to stop down to see what you can do with my rims on my pickup. They need help bad. All right, stop on down. I'll take a look at it. KC says, is a green abrasive wheel that tricky? I hate the green abrasive wheel. I only ever use it if I absolutely have to, because it's so aggressive. It can do a ton of damage in a second. And it can make damage that's going to take you hours to fix. So I try to avoid it as much as possible until I actually have to deal with it. And Andrew James says, are you thinking about stocking Manzurna in the future? Actually, we have a bunch of Manzurna products here in the shop. One of the sales guys hit me up and wanted me to test out a bunch of their products and see what I thought. I'm currently in the middle of testing a bunch of their products. They got some really good stuff. I mean, they're changing up their process on what they're making. It's definitely pretty cool. I'm looking forward to testing out the rest of it. It looks like they got some pretty cool products out there. I've tried 2 of the 6 that they sent me. I'm going to be retesting them this week and trying to play with them more to see what the differences are. It's a very different product from what I've been using, so it's definitely something new. As far as stocking it, I don't know if we'll be stocking it. We'll see. It's a little bit pricier product, so me stocking it would be a little bit tougher. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. We'll make that decision on the fly. And of course, you guys be the first to know, because I'll be talking about it. Ronnie Akers says, would like to see what you offer for wiping aluminum down between cut and color stage. Shine on, thanks. Ronnie, actually, I don't wipe down anything between cut and color. If you're using a color bar that plays well with the cut bar, and as long as you're not leaving a ton of compound behind, you don't have to wipe down in between your cut and color. You can use a hand polish, of course, but we don't really recommend wiping down between cut and color. Unless we're doing show polishing, then we do recommend wiping down between cut and color, because we want to absolutely make sure there's no cross-contamination. But on just regular work trucks and guys that want to get down the road, yeah, we don't make that distinction. Kay Sheenan says, Durabrite versus non-Durabrite shine. I swear to God, say Durabrite one more time. One more time. Just say it. You guys know I hate Durabrites. I mean, I understand they have a place in this industry. Durabrites are great products, but I hate them. They don't shine the way they should. The new ones are nicer than the old ones. But for me, I just like a polished wheel. Polish it, maintain it, keep it nice, and, you know, they'll treat you well for a long time. But Durabrites, they have their place too, I guess. Clinton Kimball said, in one of your earlier videos, you mentioned that when you started out, that you polished out of the trunk of your car. What did you do as far as power and adapting to location? I never polished at a place that didn't have electricity. I had a few places that rented generators, and I'd do that. But I never worked at a place that didn't have access to some type of electricity. If they wanted me to come polish, I notified them up front. I'm coming in a I think it was a 94 or 96 Pontiac Bonneville. All of my polishing tools were in the back of my trunk. I had no way to carry a generator because a lot of times it was me and 3 employees, and we had no way to fit a generator in the trunk of a Bonneville, plus all of our polishing supplies, plus our jacks, plus everything else. So I just notified everybody and said, hey, just to let you know, I have no electricity. If you don't have electricity, we need to find a place to work that does have electricity, which worked out great because it kept me out of truck stops. I didn't have to go and polish trucks and truck stops because I didn't want to be that guy. So we avoided that like the plague, and it worked out great because a lot of people just got together with their buddies that had a shop that did have electricity, kept us out of the elements, it kept us out of the issues, and it worked out great. We didn't have to play the weather game and all that stuff. So yeah, we worked out of our Bonneville. I worked out of my Dodge Avenger for a while, adapting the location. I just flew to Utah a few months back. We're 20 years in business, and for some odd reason, our safety flanges disappeared in shipping. We literally had to custom weld steel center plates into these buffs because I don't use center plates. As you guys know, I don't use center plates. So we had to custom weld in some center plates. It sucked, but you make it work no matter where you're at. Devario Moon said, do you have a catalog for all your products? If you go to GoShineOn.com/shop, you'll see all of our products. If you click all items, it'll show every product that we have. Jesse Yarborough says, keep on shining, Evan. Your videos help me keep my truck shining. I'm glad you're watching them. I'm glad they're helping you out too. Kay Sheehan says, my man. Ruben Dominguez, do you like polishing forged wheel, as in like American Force, etc., or polishing truck rims? I like that we're getting into some of the forged wheels. I like the challenge. They're not as easy as doing a semi-wheel, but I still like my semi-wheels. I've got a really good process for doing them. They're the same hole patterns and same styles. Like, I have very good patterns for all that. These forged wheels, every one of them is different, it seems like. Every one of them's got a completely different style, and some of them suck. They're suck to polish. So I'm really not looking forward to some of those, but I do like being able to do something different. What hand polish do you use on Alcoa Accuride rims? Alcoa or Accuride, TJ? They're 2 different companies. But there's a lot of good hand polishes on the market. I mean, we sell the Rebel Red stuff. Actually, we're liquidating it right now. We got all that stuff on sale, but yeah, we'll be announcing something new pretty soon. Ardex Acid Attack. I never acid anything. TJ says, I've been using Rebel Red. Yes, I saw the custom welds. Yeah, Rebel Red, that's been our go-to for 4 years now. Tollman says, I have a 2014 Ford F550 with the aluminum wheels, and the coating that Ford puts on the wheels is bubbling off. What do you recommend doing? I recommend using a clear coat stripper before it gets too bad and it starts etching underneath there. And then once you have all the clear coat off, sand it down, polish it out. That's my best recommendation I can give you. Or take them to a powder coater, have them sandblast them and powder coat them. Patrick Gudis says, I would come and take a day class, but I would have to tell my wife we're going on a second honeymoon. Listen, you guys are welcome. I mean, Wisconsin's no honeymoon place for most people, but for me, I love it here. It's quiet, so. Christo P says, when in doubt, buff it out. That's a true story. Anything but knobs. TJ says, I'm sorry, Accuride. Yeah, no problem. Brad Walker, the products are awesome. Ordered buffs and compound last year. Ordered Evans products. I appreciate you, Brad. We're going to have some updated products here coming soon. We found some stuff that's working better. So we're going to be putting that on our website real soon. Not that the stuff that we're using is bad or the stuff that we're selling is bad. We found some better stuff. Some of the better stuff's going to cost a little more, but cost of having nice things cost money. But like I said, we're going to be doing a podcast real soon. So if you're a detailer or you're a polisher and you want to get involved in the podcast, text me your name and number. My phone number is 920-979-0386. Yes, that is my personal cell phone number. I also use it for my business. Everybody's always surprised that I give out my real number. It's 920-979-0386. As most of you know, if you send me pictures, I help walk you through your issues. Like, I will physically help walk you through whatever issue you're having with it, whatever you're working on. I will teach you how to properly polish it and get it done. I see we're back up to 43 live viewers. Like I said, if we get up to 50, we still got 238 names in here. We will we'll pick a second winner. Actually, if everybody that's watching right now clicks the like button, if we can get our likes to match the viewers, I will pick a second winner. What size pressure washer are you currently using in your shop? I use just a cheap electric pressure washer. It's 3,000 PSI. Works really, really well. It's just a Home Docs that you get right on Amazon. I actually have it in my Amazon store. It's amazon.com/metal polisher-20, I think. I have it tagged in all of my YouTube videos here. You can click the link for it and actually get the pressure washer that I'm using. It was cheap. It was only like 130 bucks for an electric one, and it works great. I mean, tons of pressure. I can peel bugs off in the summer. I see we're up to 36 likes. Another 6 likes, and I'll pick a second name. Is there a difference on buffing car paint and buffing aluminum or steel? Oh my God. I'll tell you what, some of the toughest people to train are the people that polish paint for a living, because paint and metal are so completely different. Polishing paint versus polishing metal is two completely different beasts. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, it's hard to explain the differences. I may make a video someday explaining the differences between the two, but it's a huge difference. Devario Moon says, what can I put on my aluminum wheels after I polish them so they can stay polished for a long time? There is nothing really, other than keeping them nice and polishing them on a regular basis. There's nothing else to do to them to get them to stay polished for a long time. I mean, you can use products like Alumaclear. Alumaclear will work just fine, but you know, it's tough. Like, it hides the shine. As far as I'm concerned, all clear coat products hide the shine to some level. Even the best ceramics I've seen and tried out, even they hide the shine as far as I'm concerned. I mean, they work great. They work great for protecting, like they say, but it does hide the shine for me. Brad Walker says, you get what you pay for. Good to hear. I'll be looking forward to the new lineup. You got it, bud. I'll be announcing it real soon. 22 Stillwater says, rolling 18 down highway going into bad service area. I'll be here in spirit. I appreciate you stopping by. Seriously, if we get 2 more likes on this video, I will pick one more winner. That's one thing I'll promise you. John Wright said, great job, Evan. Felix F says, I polish paint and there's a night and day difference. I totally agree. Felix, I tell you what, if you want to text me your name and number, like I said, my phone number is 920-979-0386. And if you want to get in on that podcast, I'd be interested to, we hit 42 likes. I'll pick another name. We'd like to get you in on the podcast and have you talk about paint and the differences between paint and aluminum. I'd love to have that conversation and get you some promo as well. That'd be awesome. Jake Cage says, the people who don't like this video and are watching are the haters. Listen, haters pay the bills too. I love it. But I said if we hit 42 likes on this video, or 50 people watching, we'd pick another winner. So since we can't get to the 50, I'll take the 42 likes. But what did TJ just say? Is there a giveaway for guessing the new product lineup? I'll tell you what, if you can guess it, I'll give you something, TJ. Text me your answer on what you think it is, and if you guess it correctly, I will send you something, TJ. Like I said, my phone number is 920-979-0386. If you go on my Instagram page, it's Metal Polisher 3826. You can see my phone number on my Instagram page. If you hit the contact button, you can actually call me or text me. They're both options. They're both options on there. My phone is getting down to 10%, so I got to pick this name because if my phone dies, I'm going to feel really bad. But shaking it up. Got all the names in there. We're at 43 live viewers. I'll make sure I pick one here. Put it up here so I can't see it. Nobody calls me a cheater. Eric Scheller. Eric Scheller. So we got two winners, Eric Scheller and Tyson Hamilton. Did I ever check out the Duke Cannon soaps? What is Duke Cannon soaps? Oh yeah, the soaps for washing your body and stuff. I did. I actually looked that up. I think it was at Target or something. So I'm gonna have to make a trip to Target. Chilton, Wisconsin's literally the middle of nowhere. I swear to God. Like we're half an hour from every big city. So to get to Target, I literally have to drive a half hour in that direction, or that direction to get to a Target. So I'm actually going to check those out. Next time I go, I'm going to pick one up. I thought I could order one on Amazon. I couldn't find them on Amazon. So maybe they are on there, but I couldn't find them. So, all right. So one last time, I'm going to get this closed out. It's almost been an hour. I feel bad for you guys muscling out an hour worth of questions and live videos. Like I said, every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time, we're going to start doing live videos. It'll either be here or every other week. It'll be here or Instagram, Metal Polisher 3826. So the two winners are Tyson Hamilton and Eric Scheller. So watch for those comments on that 10,000 subscribers video. And Ellen will be getting with you guys tomorrow to send you your prizes. I'll do another one of these when we hit 15,000, another one when we hit 20,000. When we get up to 20,000 subscribers, we'll do something huge. We'll do a big giveaway. We'll give away a free training course or something. We'll do something crazy. So stay tuned. Thanks for stopping by, you guys. I appreciate you guys. Till next time, we'll catch you on a Wednesday night, hopefully in one of our live videos. Jesse Yarborough, get that order in. We'll get it shipped out as soon as possible. But hopefully we see you guys in another live video sometime soon. And thanks for stopping by. Make sure you click that like and the subscribe button. Help us get that channel up. When we get to 20,000, we'll do a huge giveaway. And I'll do another huge giveaway at 15,000 too. When we hit 15,000, we'll give away a big kit of products or something. So stay tuned real soon for some huge news. We got a new machine coming in, and I think you guys are going to be surprised on what it is. So stay tuned. Deuces.